Oh. I mean, if you want it. All right, well, tell Chris you're gonna pry it off.
Want that.
All right. Hopefully there's not a special called meeting of the Doraville City Council being held on June 18th, 2025 at 11 a.m. I will call the roll. Mayor Geierman, I'm here. Councilmember Kuntz.
Here.
I saw her on video.
You can't hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Councilmember Kuntz is here. Councilmember Simmons.
Here.
Councilmember Evans.
Here.
Councilmember Ray.
Here.
Councilmember Armistead.
Here.
And Councilmember Henshaw is out. I think I called everybody, right? All right, we have a quorum. Would anyone like to make a motion to approve today's meeting agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve today's meeting agenda.
All right, do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Great. All right, well, we have public comment, so I'd like to invite anyone wishing to make public comment to come up to the podium. You can have up to 3 minutes to speak about any issue, or you can use the raise hand function in Zoom. I'm not seeing anyone come up to the podium. I'm not seeing a hand raised on Zoom, so we're going to close public comment. And we'll invite China Agu, our finance director, to come up and present this second public hearing. Is your mic on?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. Good afternoon. We're just going to talk about the second public hearing for the millage rate for the 2020-25. Just a couple of information. So DeKalb County collects our property taxes. We have three exemptions, three homestead exemptions. We have the senior exemption, the 2.5 mills off the millage rate plus 10,000 off the assessed value. And then now we have the state freeze for the homestead exemption on all homesteads. The rollback rate for this year is 8.153 mills. The current rate is 9 mills. This is just a calculation of the the millage rate current plus the millage back. If we roll it back to the 8.153, the difference will be about $105.88. And for a $400,000 home, it'll be $338.80. This is just a look at what I'm proposing for the millage rate to be for this year, 2025, at 9 mills. It'll be an increase of about $1 million. As you see at the bottom, I kind of broke it down as to how the increase would occur. As I said again last public hearing, most of it will be coming from commercial property due to Rangewater coming online, and then we annexed a large piece of property from ALDR Apartments, and then industrial's only at 12,000, and then of course we annexed a portion of the city in earlier this year, and the rest of that amount is that. And then anybody that did not get does not have a homestead exemption, their property taxes did increase. Only homestead exemption property taxes did not increase for 2025. It'll be the same as 2024. I am suggesting that we keep the millage rate at 9 mills. Let's just look at the tax over 5 years. You will see that our property taxes have almost doubled in value from 2020 to 2025. And that's due to a lot of economic growth and then a few annexations. Does anybody have any questions?
Well, this is going to be a public hearing, so we'll open it up to the public in a second, but I just want to make sure we're clear. If you're a Doraville homeowner, you live in your house, you have a homestead exemption, you're not going to see any impact because the city council passed the basically the
House Bill 581.
yeah, the freeze on your the value of your property.
correct.
So the properties that this will affect are commercial or like say a house, like a single family house that is owned by somebody who doesn't live in it, they're renting it out. Those are the people who are getting the
increase. Yes.
okay. All right. Well, this is a public hearing, so we'll open it up to the public. Anyone wishing to make any comments about this millage rate hearing, feel free to come up to the podium. You can have up to 3 minutes to speak. All right. Anyone on Zoom? All right. Well, we are going to close this public hearing. We'll have one more this evening at 6 p.m.
Mm.
So I encourage anyone who wishes to make comments before City Council votes to feel free to come out at that time. We'll open it up to the council to see if there are any other comments or questions, and we'll start with Councilmember Kuntz.
Yeah, what she said is really important, and it's one of the reasons we passed that House bill, or we're one of the few cities that passed that to protect the residents from having tax increases. And the other thing to understand, if you look at our digest, it's about a 4-to-1 ratio of commercial to residential. And so for every dollar that a resident pays in taxes, it's multiplied or it's matched with $4 out of the commercial section. And so, if you, for example, paid $100 worth, or if we cut the millage rate so that you saved $100, it wouldn't just be reducing the amount of money to provide services $100. It would be reducing it $500 for each $100 we reduced your taxes. And so, in going into this growth sector and people wanting a new pool and all that kind of stuff, that I think it's important, at least for now, that we keep the millage rate the same. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Councilmember Evans.
No questions. Thank you for presenting.
Thank you. Councilmember Armistead.
Thank you. I agree, given the need for the new pool, the new staffing needs we've talked about, code enforcement, maybe communications, beefing up the staffing there, and given the just general uncertainty around federal funding. And of course, the downtown that we're building, I agree we should keep it at 9.
Thank you. Councilmember Simmons.
Thanks, Mayor. Got a comment and a question. Comment was, I was gonna say something to like Councilmember Kuntz says, that is a great point, that the 4-to-1 ratio, I'm all for lowering taxes, but you gotta look at the best bang for your buck. If you're just putting in $1 and you're getting $4 back from other commercial, if you save $1, you're also losing 4 others. So, you gotta look at it and weigh it like that. But my question is, on the meeting this evening, can you give us the difference between 8.75 mil and 9 mil? I know it's around 300,000, I think, in
Yeah.
savings, but can you give us the breakdown between commercial, industrial, annex, and non-homestead?
Yes.
I saw you had percentages.
Mhm.
So if you could break that down, that'd be great for people to see, like non-homes. Obviously, the homestead exemption is really not going to change there. The non-homestead will go down slightly, but you'll see more drastic decrease from the commercial. And then the annex part,
You said at the what mill?
the 8.75 mil.
Oh, so you want
So,
to against
yeah.
okay, the 9.
'Cause I remember the
8.7.
numbers, it was like, it's an increase of $1 million if you go at 9 mils, and it's like 688,000 if you
Yeah.
go at 8.75. But it is back to the point Councilmember Kuntz made about, you're really saving it more for the commercial businesses than the residential, and the residential that's saving is the non-homestead people. So it's not the homeowners actually here compared to the homeowners. I just want that breakdown so people can see, and
Okay.
it's sort of, will just be a good, just good for people to see, I think. But yeah, I'm fine leaving it at 9.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you. Councilmember Ray.
Yeah, I'll just echo that. I think 9 makes sense. We passed HB 581 to protect our homeowners and our current population here so that they can stay and not feel the burden of this. But We've got plenty of businesses still coming in, investing in Doraville, and I think that shows that we're taxing at a fair rate that's helping fund this development and further staffing considerations. So I think 9 makes sense.
Great. All right. Well, with that, would anyone like to make a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
You have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned. We'll see you at 6. Thanks.